Hello, great and wonderful people. You're welcome back here. Our first juicy news today for you is that Jesus loves you. So perhaps if not giving your life to Christ, please give your life to Him today, and you will not regret doing that. So, without much ado, let's hop into our second juicy news for today. The United States President Joe Biden on Thursday said he would prevent China from passing the United States to become the most powerful country in the world, vying to invest heavily to ensure America prevails in the race between the world's two largest economies. Biden said he had spent hours upon hours with Xi Jinping when he served as vice president under former President Barack Obama, and was convinced the Chinese president believed autocracy, not democracy, had the key to the future. The Democratic president said he had made it clear to Xi that the United States was not looking for confrontation, but will insist that China abide by international rules for fair competition and fair trade and respect for human rights. China has an overall goal to become the leading country in the world, the wealthiest country in the world, and the most powerful country in the world, he told reporters at the White House. That's not going to happen on my watch because the United States is going to continue to grow. Biden took aim at Xi and Russia President Putin for embracing autocracy. He is one of the guys like Putin who think that autocracy is the wave of the future and democracy can't function in an ever-complex world, the president told his first news conference since taking office in January. Earlier in March, Biden took ABC News he believed Putin was a killer, which sparked fury in Moscow. He says doesn't have a democratic with a small d bone in his body, but he is a smart guy, he said. Biden's remark echoed those made during his presidential campaign and come days after the first high-level in-person talks between the United States and the Chinese officials under his administration in Alaska, where combative public statements laid bare the depth of tensions between the rivals. Biden said he would work with the United States allies to hold China accountable for its actions on Taiwan, Hong Kong, the South China Sea, and its treatment of the Uyghur minority, as well as push Beijing to stick to international rules for fair trade. He said he told Xi during a 2-hour conversation after taking office, as long as you and your country continue to so blatantly violate human rights, we are going to continue in an unrelenting way to call it to the attention of the world and make it clear what is happening. He understood that. The United States President Joe Biden gestures as he answers a question during his first formal news conference as president in the East Room of the White House in Washington, United States, March 25, 2021. Failing to do so, as happened under former President Donald Trump, would undermine America's credibility, Biden said. The moment a president walks away from that, as the last one did, that is Donald Trump, is the moment we begin to lose our legitimacy around the world. It is who we are, he said. Biden, who plans to unveil a multi-trillion-dollar infrastructure proposal next week, said he will ensure increase United States investment in promising new technologies such as quantum computing, artificial intelligence, and biotechnology. He said he aimed to return the United States investment in research and technology development closer to the 2% of GDP invested in the 1960s from the current rate of about 0.7%. The future lies in who can, in fact, own the future as it relates to technology, quantum computing, a whole range of things, including in the medical field, he said. We are going to make reinvestment, he said. Nothing that China spending 3 times more than the United States on infrastructure. Biden says, the United States President Joe Biden says, China won't surpass the United States as global leader on his watch. Never, never. That is all about that, about the United States latest developments news. Now, right about now, Sudan has settled its debts with the World Bank after nearly 3 decades, moving the heavily indebted African country closer to a much-needed international debt relief package. The World Bank and United States Treasury Department said this on Friday. World Bank President David Malpass said the move meant Sudan could now access nearly $2 billion in grants from the bank's International Development Association IDA. The Sudanese government said $635 million would be immediately available for the budget support and welfare spending, clearing the arrears, which date back to the years of former autocrats Omar al-Bashir and earlier was made possible through a $1.15 billion bridge loan from the United States government. Sudan Finance Minister Jibril Ibrahim said clearance of the arrears would enable the country to secure financing from the World Bank Group and other multilateral institutions and move forward with transformative development projects. We are thankful to the United States government for facilitating this clearance process, which also supports our drive towards more comprehensive debt relief, Ibrahim said. United States Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen said Sudan deserves credit for implementing what she called a robust economic reform program that underpins the country's transition to democratic rule after 3 decades of international isolation. The United States is pleased to support this effort today by helping Sudan clear its arrears to the World Bank, she said in a statement. It is an action that will move Sudan one step closer to securing much-needed debt relief and help the nation reintegrate into the international financial community. So wonderful, people. This is where we draw the curtain on today's juicy news. Please, if you've not hit the red subscribe button below, hit the red subscribe button to subscribe to our channel and also click on the notification bell. By this, you will be alerted of any of our newly uploaded content. And please do not forget that Jesus Christ loves you. Bye for now.